Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the Minecraft 1.15 Let's Play. I've been AFKing over at the zombie farm, and I got the cleric villager all the way up to master, and Ender Pearl trade unlocked. And I got quite a few Ender Pearls. Boom. I got 24 Ender Pearls. So today I am probably going to plan on heading over to the Nether and hopefully finding a Nether fortress so we can get some blazes. But the first thing I'd like to do this episode is go work a little more on the base over in the mountains. So I have made a sort of design thing, and I'm gonna head over there and do a time lapse. Okay guys, I got it done, and I added the walls back here too, but I really like this. I hope you guys like the time lapse too. But this arch is really cool, and I really like these spires, and in here there's a ladder from down here up to the second floor, and then pressure plates, and then these corner doors. And yeah, it is looking pretty cool. So the next thing I'd like to do is, I left some space back here to build a building, so I'm gonna go grab a bunch of stone and build a giant rectangular whatever, and then we can decorate the outside and the inside, and yeah. Okay guys, I got the building in. It's fairly cubey for now, and I really like this doorway. I'm not going to use actual doors because I left fence gates over here, and everything can be lit up and protected, and you know, giant walls and all that. So just an open door, and then you come in here, and there's a left and a right. I still haven't really decided what to do here or here. And then I have these patterns in the floors with trapdoors, and they actually aren't just decorative. They house hidden lighting. And then I messed around with some staircases, but I didn't really like any of them, so I decided to just go with 2 water elevators. You have up on the right and down on the left, so let's go ahead and head up. And as you can see up here, I have some carpets. So instead of using trapdoors up here, I used carpets as hidden lighting, as you can see right there. And I have a room over here with a similar doorway than downstairs, and a door over and a room over here. And I really like the lanterns. So both the lanterns and the torches help light up this room. And my thoughts is that I would have a bedroom over here, and over here I could have like a map room, or this is where we could house our lists of farms. We could eventually move that list over here and add upon that and later. And I also have this little balcony to look down below. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go grab some glass and kind of figure out some areas to put in some windows. Okay guys, I think this is a good layout of windows. I'll head inside to see what it looks like inside. So you got windows to the right and to the left of the main door. Looks pretty good. And you got a big window right up there, which looks both good down here and up here. And there's a bit of a window to the left and right of that as well, to make it look a bit fuller outside as well as inside. And some outside windows, and 3 windows in here. And it gives you a good view of the spires and the wall and the courtyard. So yeah, I think those are good window placements. So I think the next thing we should do is we should decorate the bedroom. Okay guys, I got the bedroom done. I really like it. I have like these pillars on the side, and I have the bed raised up, surrounded by trapdoors, similar to what it's like in the starter base. And I have these banners up here with M for micro, and yeah, I'm really liking this. So my plan for this area, like I said earlier, to dig down into the mountain is like right here we might have a doorway, or maybe over there and over there we'll have doorways. And I'd like to have just like a giant staircase going down to bedrock, and we'll make like rooms to the left and right of the staircase. So I'm gonna experiment around to see where we might put that in here, and then we will head down to bedrock. Okay guys, I got a few different places in. I got one down there and one down there just for symmetry's sake. And I got one here too. But this is kind of a small one, so I'm not really gonna... I don't think this is where the staircase should be. I think we should have a staircase here and there, and then we'll have plenty of room between them to put things, and on the outside we can also put things. And then here, I think, is where I'll put my nether portal. So I will go ahead and start work on the staircase, and we'll save this for a different time. Okay guys, I got done with the staircases, and I got so many blocks from digging out that area. Let's go check it out. Now I dug down to, and actually luckily we're on level 77, and I was thinking about doing like a staircase like 7 blocks down and then a platform. So luckily we could just do them in multiples of 7. So I went down to level 14, because once you get past level 10, then lava lakes will start forming, and I didn't really want to deal with them. So I just went down to level 14 with this humongous staircase. There are 9 levels, these little platforms. So I just made like a little 5x5 platform, and then 7 blocks diagonally staircase, and I decorated the roof pretty much just exactly how it is on the floor. Walls of stone brick. And you only really need a light source here, because staircases or stairs don't spawn mobs. So I just have a torch on every level, all the way down to level 14. And I have this on both sides, both on this side and on the other side. So yeah, with this long project. It took me a while, and during this I watched a lot of YouTube, and there were some of my favorite YouTubers. They were doing like a industrial district. So I'm now not necessarily thinking that we don't have any farms here, but we don't have like all our farms, especially because like a guardian farm and an ice farm and farms like those can't necessarily fit here. My new idea is, instead of having farms all the way down here, is that like on the first level we might have like a storage system for a bunch of blocks and stuff, and like building blocks and stuff, and then we'll have other storage systems like by farms. But then after this first level, we might have areas for villagers. So like this hallway between this side and the other staircase will be a bunch of like one side will be like librarians and the other side will be farmers. So that might be a good idea. Tell me in the comments if that's a good idea, or if maybe we should do something else. But I personally think that's a really good idea. And another thing that I did between digging out the staircase is I enchanted a few more diamond swords just to get a few better enchantments. And I got really lucky. I got Looting 3, Sweeping Edge, Smite, and Knockback. So that's a pretty good sword. So yeah, the next thing I kind of really want to do is build up an iron farm so that in a few episodes we can get a storage system going. And to do that, you need like a lot of hoppers, and for that you need a lot of iron. So I'd like to get an iron farm up and running. So I'm gonna head over to kind of where our failed mob farm is. Right behind that in the plains, I think I will go ahead and build an iron golem farm, and maybe sort of start like a beginning of a good villager area before we bring some villagers over here. So yeah, over here behind the failed mob farm, there is a nice big open area. So I'll probably flatten the terrain to make way for like an iron farm and different farms that can help us trade with the villagers that will eventually be over at the other place. And this design is by JWhisp, so I will link that tutorial down in the description. So let's get the camera count on and do a time lapse. Hope you guys like the time lapse, and wow, this is actually a pretty simple farm. So pretty much this is like an area for villagers to be, and that's an area for a zombie to be, and then same thing on the other side. And because like these are the only spawnable areas close enough to the village, that is where the iron golems will spawn, get pushed off the ledge, and I'm not going to climb up, but down in there there's some water streams pushing them over into lava, with some hoppers underneath into these two chests. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get 3 villagers in each side, and then a zombie onto each side. But first I'm gonna need some name tags for the zombies, so I'm gonna go AFK for a while at the fish farm we only really need one name tag because we got a different name tag somewhere. It's in here. I'll look for it over at the zombie spawner. Okay, guys, I got the villagers in over there and over there. It was actually kind of an easy process. I put them up there, and then whenever it got to nighttime, I had them sleep in their beds, got rid of the blocks. Then whenever morning came, they just hopped into the place that they're supposed to be. So yeah, we got them on that side and that side. So next up, I need to get 2 zombies, again, for this side and that side. And I set up this little area here to catch them. So they'll spawn, and then I will kind of lure them over here. Their pathfinding will cause them to come over here. I will jump over this hole, but zombies and other mobs think that this is actually this. So they think that they can walk over it, but in reality, they just fall down into that area, and then I will name tag them. So let's head over to base and figure out some names for our 2 zombies. So, I have 2 kind of just like funny names. I did go fishing for a little bit, so we do have a few more name tags to redo this if you guys come up with better ideas. If you would like to put those in the comments, and maybe I'll rename these zombies later on. But for now, I'm gonna have one be Sally Sue and the other one be Billy Bob. So I'm just gonna hang out over here for a little while and catch 2 zombies. Okay guys, I got the zombies in and the villagers, and we are already producing some iron. So yeah, this will definitely help out with making like hoppers and pistons and things that need iron. So yeah, I think that's all the time that I got for today. Today we did a lot of stuff. We built up the iron farm. We did a lot of work over at what will probably just end up being a villager trading hall, but sort of also a base. We built the staircase. We even added in a bedroom over there. That's so good. So I think before we go, I'm gonna go head into our little room of farms and take off the iron farm. And there we go. One more farm built, one less farm to build. So yeah, I will definitely in between episodes AFK over at the iron farm, and it's close enough to the melon and pumpkin farm that we'll definitely be getting some stuff from that. But anywho, if you like this video, obviously leave a like. If you really like this video, please consider subscribing. Anywho, this is Micro, out.